Breaking news just in to begin our Sunrise Smart Start. Crews are working right now to fix a water main break in Rochester on Reynolds Street.
This is specifically between Flint and Seward Streets because of this problem affecting water service to dozens of properties. The city does expect class will be called off today for kids at school number 19. The Lightfoot Art Center will also be shut down for the full day. Repairs, as they are underway, they're expected to wrap up by this afternoon or at least tonight. We'll be following that throughout the day, bring you updates as soon as we have them. Sunrise traffic elsewhere other than that part of Reynolds being shut down. In Irondequoit, there is a crash blocking two right lanes on 104 westbound at Culver Road. 490 passing through Victor is looking okay around Eastview Mall. 390 in Henrietta, good to go.
Happening today, the young suspect accused of shooting and killing a man in August of last year in Rochester set to appear in court for a disposition hearing. 22-year-old Michael Scott Jr. previously pled not guilty to charges related to this shooting. It happened on Henyon Street. 22-year-old Demetrius Rucker was killed. Police say that he was walking down the street when Scott shot at him. This defendant due in court at 9:15.
Fire crews are looking further into a two-alarm fire in Rochester at a home on Sterling Street. The calls came in for maybe people trapped there around 8 p.m. RFD says crews got everything under control within about 20 minutes and then began the search for anyone who might be inside. No one was there. It's currently unclear if anyone actually lives at that home permanently. No injuries reported to any first responders, and the cause is still under investigation.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says it needs your help to find a missing woman from Penfield. Take a look at your screen. We introduce you here to 28-year-old Mary Ann Gardner, last seen leaving her home on Empire Boulevard October 12th. She was in a 2019 white Honda Civic at the time. She is 5'7". She has black hair and brown eyes. If you recognize her or know where she may have gone, you're asked to please call 911.
News 8, your local election headquarters. Quite the discussion covering a ton of ground between the two candidates for the 25th Congressional District.
It's the only debate that we expect between Democrat Joe Morelle and Republican Greg Sadwick this season. They joined the News 8 studio as they run in the district that's voted blue for decades. So Sadwick, a businessman, started this interaction trying to separate himself from the GOP platform. But Morelle took issue with Sadwick's position that states have the right to outlaw abortion.
Project 2025 is not my platform. The federal government has no right over your body. Entering the Capitol on January 6th was neither peaceful nor patriotic, and Joe Biden won the 2020 election.
That's not right, not left, that's backward. That's not forward. Let's be clear. The right to free speech, the right to worship, the right to assemble, those are guaranteed under the U.S. Constitution. Those are rights. So are reproductive rights.
Well, on the issue of crime, Morelle says he's consistently worked to fund police, but also blamed the lack of action on gun control. Sadwick argues that he believes we need to reverse some of the laws enacted in Albany, like raise the age and cashless bail. The two do agree that this back and forth between them is good to have for the voters. And we've got another debate ready for you tonight at 7 on News 8. This is the race for the 24th involving Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. She will face off against her opponent, David Wagenhauser. Watch that debate tonight, and it'll be posted in its entirety on RochesterFirst.com. You can also check out last night's debate if you missed it.
It is a week to go now until we have Halloween, but for now, plenty of spooky things to do all across our area.
Yes, so much to enjoy. In fact, at Lincoln Hill Farms, which is where we find Iran Spitzer live all morning in Canandaigua with so much fun. She's almost having too much fun this morning. We're jealous, Iran.
Yeah, no, I agree. I did look like I was having too much fun. But again, guys, still working. We shot zombies. We talked about food. We played some games. But Brian, now let's talk about this space, because you guys are more than just spooky season. You offer other things as well. What do you do with this space?
Yeah, so we use this mostly for weddings, corporate outings, fundraisers, team outings. So a lot of times we'll have a team or a group of kids come in here before our Halloween show, and they eat and get their awards or whatever, and then they'll walk over to the Halloween show.
Oh, so you can also use this space very much during spooky season as well. So how are people using this event now during, like you said, people going out and, you know, kids doing their thing and then joining the Halloween fun? So you can do that here?
Absolutely, yeah. So like Monster Lacrosse will come in here, and I don't know, the girls will come in here and have their event, and then they walk over to the Halloween show after.
Okay, and yeah, so what's your favorite part? The season is coming to a close. This is the last weekend that you get to enjoy all of the Halloween fun. What is your favorite part of the season?
Well, I mean, my favorite part of the farm is really the gardens. The gardens are spectacular. We work on them every year to get them better and better each year. I wish I could show you some, but those are my favorite parts. So this is when they're flourishing the best. So this part of the year is definitely my favorite.
Awesome, and we got to see that garden, and it's really beautiful. And if it was daylight, we would show you guys too, but you just have to check it out, guys. Again, enjoying spooky season here very, very much. Unfortunately, this is the last weekend, but throwing it back to you.
Yeah, we gotta wait for that official sunrise there, Iran. Having fun in the dark, though, it's kind of on brand for spooky season.
Yeah, for sure. Ton of fun there. Sunrise, 7:36 here coming up.
Right, daylight saving time next weekend.
Yep.
That's when we fall back, so we'll gain an hour in the morning time frame, but most of the headlines fall for the afternoon. That falls back as the sunset gets earlier and earlier. All right, so your 8-day forecast here on the screen now. 30s tonight, and then cooler air through the weekend, but a nice little warm-up heading toward Halloween.
And then Halloween looking very warm. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes, everybody.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.